Once you've raced a number of Ironmans, it's fun to have this ultimate goal, this ultimate prize. To honestly race a race that is immensely difficult, for me, I like the hope of it.
Every October, the Ironman Ohana gathers on the shores of Kailua Kona for the World Championship, the sports Super Bowl. Athletes from around the globe, hailing from both the professional and amateur ranks, come to the big island of Hawaii to test themselves against the competition and the notorious elements: intense heat, humidity, trade winds. To earn a spot on the start line of the 2019 Vega IRONMAN World Championship, athletes have finished at the top of their age group at a qualifying Ironman race around the world. For many, a ticket punched to Kona is the realization of years of hard work and sacrifice. Just making it this far is the culmination of a long-held dream. In Season 3, we follow 5 athletes in the Ironman quest for Kona, fueled by Gatorade Endurance, as they push themselves beyond their mental and physical limits. 29-year-old Dallas, Texas native Bonnie Caulfield has completed 7 Ironman races, steadily climbing the age group ranks in the 4 years she's been racing. One of 6 kids, she grew up in a tight-knit family playing every sport imaginable. She earned a spot on the Division I soccer team at the University of Texas San Antonio before ultimately focusing her athletic pursuits on triathlon. After watching her mom, Mitzi, race her first Ironman at age 54, Bonnie knew she'd found her new passion.
So I saw my mom finish both of her Ironmans. I loved seeing her discipline and toughness, and getting to see her finish both of her races was just something really, really special. I knew that that's what I was made to do.
Guided by her mom, she started training for Ironman Texas and surprised herself with a 14th place finish in her age group.
I knew that I loved Ironman before I even raced it, but racing my first one confirmed that I did love it and that it was gonna consume my life starting from that point. Most all of my races I've placed higher and higher, climbing to 14th and 12th and now recently 8th. So yeah, Kona's, it's in my mind, it's in my sights, especially once you've raced a number of Ironmans. It's fun to have this ultimate goal, this ultimate prize, and getting there and getting to be in the presence of the pros and to see the beauty of Hawaii and to honestly race a race that, from what I hear, is immensely difficult.
When Bonnie was faced with a crisis in her personal life, this mindset, rooted in determined resiliency, was tested more than ever. When her marriage began to deteriorate, Ironman training gave her a sense of footing, something to cling to when the world seemed to be spinning.
Ironman collectively has pulled me through a lot of difficult seasons, and the divorce being definitely the most difficult. It gave me space to think and to process my life and to pray. I have hundreds of people who have contributed to my journey, whether that is helping me with advice or training with me. I would have never loved this sport without the community of people. It's just really important for me now to give back.
Quest for Kona is brought to you by Gatorade Endurance, formulated for farther. The tranquil village of Lake Placid is nestled in New York's Adirondack Mountains. Since 1999, it has been the venue for the longest running Ironman in North America. Nearly 3,000 athletes have converged for the 2019 View Sport Ironman Lake Placid, doubling the local population for race weekend. Bonnie has arrived, accompanied by what she calls her Iron Sherpa, her mom, Mitzi.
So we volunteer in athlete check-in, and you just get to meet a lot of really, really cool people who have done 100 Ironmans and people who are doing their first one.
Oh, we love to volunteer. It is a way to give back to the sport that we love, but it's also something that we just love to do. It's being in the community, so we love helping first-timers. Ironman just develops the whole character in a person. You find out just how tough you are, how well you can do digging out of the dark places, and we all have those.
Ironman Lake Placid will be virtually my last chance to qualify for Kona in the 25 to 29 age group. So I'm feeling a little bit of pressure with that. To finish Ironman Lake Placid knowing that I'm at the top, I would celebrate immediately by doing the same thing that I do after every race. I would come back to the finish line to watch those midnight finishers because they're the real heroes.
It's before sunrise on race morning, and Bonnie is laser focused on her pre-race routine. All the training, the sacrifice, the expectation, the long day stretched out before her. It has all culminated in this moment. It's overwhelming.
All the things in that moment for me just hit me. This is my 8th Ironman. I just do this every time. But it's kind of part of the pattern now of have a breakdown, release that emotion, and then reset. And then it's like, all right, let's go swim now that we've had the breakdown. Check that off the list.
The swim course, a 2-loop, 2.4-mile swim in Mirror Lake. Bonnie is targeting a 1 hour and 10-minute swim split. With her swimming background as a kid, she's a confident swimmer. After her second loop, she exits the water in 1:19:22, 10 minutes slower than her goal and 29th position in the 25 to 29 age group. She has her work cut out for her on the bike.
It was nice to get out on land and see all the crowds and hear Mike Riley's voice and just get that boost, which typically I never get.
The challenging 112-mile View Sport Ironman Lake Placid bike course takes racers through the surrounding hills of the Adirondacks. Bonnie is riding her brakes on the steeper descents. Still, she's moving up the field. She gets a big boost from the throngs of spectators cheering wildly for the racers.
To be able to come through town and see all the fans was really, really awesome. I saw my mom standing there yelling for me, so I went up and high-fived her.
Bonnie rolls into transition in 6 hours and 50 minutes. She'll start the run in 19th place.
And had a pretty quick transition, threw on my hat and my smile and took off.
The 2-loop run course tours the city center 4 times. Bonnie's plan is to run 10-minute miles to start and build speed over the marathon in hopes of clocking a faster back half of the run to finish strong. She'll need to nail her marathon plan if she wants to finish in Kona contention. By mile 22, she's walking the hills. When the finish line chute appears, she makes sure to take it all in.
I have a strict policy for myself that I walk on the red carpet. It doesn't get old. I make eye contact with all of the spectators who helped get me through my race and wave at them and thank them for their contribution.
Mitzi is there to put the finisher's medal around her daughter's neck. There are tears of relief, pride, and joy. Bonnie isn't going to Kona, but she's finished her 8th Ironman.
You know, you work so hard, you train for so many months, and then you race for so long, and then if you sprint through the finish, you miss it. You miss the magic. It's a really special moment. It absolutely does not get old. I'm pumped about what I put together, you know.
In future episodes of the Ironman Quest for Kona, fueled by Gatorade Endurance, watch 5 athletes as they attempt to qualify for the 2019 Vega Ironman World Championship. Follow us on our Facebook Watch channel, Ironman Now, for full race week coverage.